We're still in our World War II series, and don't forget we've ditched a 19 and we're doing just the month and the year in this series. So today's date is June 1942, or 642, the Battle of Midway. After the Doolittle raid, Japan wanted to expand its defensive perimeter and take out US aircraft carriers. The Midway Atoll is near the end of the Hawaiian chain and strategically was not very important to the Japanese. However, they assumed the Americans would defend it vigorously and hoped that by attacking it, they could confront American naval assets and destroy them, paving the way for a possible invasion of Hawaii. The Japanese plans were undermined by American cryptography, which partially broke Japan's JN-25B code, and they knew that Midway was going to be attacked. Also, they knew the strength of the attacking fleet and the positions of the Japanese naval forces. This allowed the Americans to prevent Japan from knowing their true strength as well. 4 Japanese and 3 American aircraft carriers took part in the battle, as well as numerous destroyers and cruisers. 4 of the fleet carriers who had attacked Pearl Harbor were sunk in the attack. The US lost no carriers. 3,057 Japanese died in the attack compared to 307 Americans. The battle is considered one of the most pivotal of the war. Japan lost a significant portion of its carrier fleet, it also lost experienced pilots, there was a clear American victory, and the US gained an advantage going forward. The Japanese would rebuild those carriers, however, lacking the industrial might of America meant that they were slower to rebuild, and the Americans outpaced them in military assets. The initiative was also now with the Allies, leading to campaigns in the Guadalcanal and victory in the Solomon Islands. To remember this date, let's take the Midway Atoll, and because it kind of looks like a head to me with a mouth, let's turn it into a Pac-Man-like creature. This Pac-Man-like creature then moves across the Pacific, devouring Japanese ships. After eating all of them, it then gets a little bit sick and vomits all the ships out, and they fall into the pattern of our date, June 1942, or 642. June 1942, the Battle of Midway. Thanks for watching.